All right, the first new section you will start to see some differences would be the mandatory spray drift management. Now, in this label, all of the spray drift information that you need and can use is contained here in the label section. There are labels that will be coming that will refer to an ecological spray drift buffer. And then it will additionally talk about using the mitigation menu to further reduce your buffer. In that instance, you'll check out the website that we're going to take a tour of in another section. But in this instance, for this label, you merely follow the label. So you have to find what you're doing. There's restrictions for aerial and ground boom applications where you can't apply if there's more than 15 miles an hour of wind. It gives you very specific things about how to measure your wind, and do not apply during temperature inversions. Obviously, a temperature inversion allows that product to move. But you get the idea that it gives you very specifics. Here it talks about do not exceed a boom height of 24 inches above your target path. So for a ground boom, you couldn't do a high boom sprayer. You've got to be 24 inches or less. Now, it does give buffers. So this is just general drift. So this is giving you how fast you can fly. If you've got an aircraft, it talks about how big your wingspan can be. Now we get into a mandatory buffer. And for this, for a ground sprayer, it's 10 feet. For aerial, it's 50. To orient you as to what you may start seeing, some of these buffers could get rather large, 350 feet or more. Now, in that instance, there are things you can do to reduce it or eliminate a buffer altogether. In this instance, it's saying, hey, if you're spraying in the middle of a field that's surrounded by nothing but fields, your buffer can go to 0. You can do some additional things to reduce your drift by, you have a wind break, and it gives all kinds of definitions for that. It also tells you if you're using things like oil immersion in your tank, that would reduce. But the idea is read through each of these to figure out how much to reduce your product by, and then abide by all of the rules in the spray drift. Now, there are some that will have information where that's a much bigger drift, and it will refer to something called a mitigation menu, ecological spray drift, and that will cue you in to go check out the website that we are going to look at in the next video.